Good evening, everyone. My name is Todd Ross. I'm the very proud director of this fine group behind me. This is our 6th grade band, and we're so excited to share our newfound talents. This is our first year in band in 6th grade Hazel Park. And so we thought it would be fun. This is a demonstration style concert. And what that means is we're going to play just a bunch of little songs that demonstrate how we've evolved as a band, how we've gotten better, skills that we've developed, and how we've learned ensemble skills. So we thought it would be fun to take you on a musical journey. Go with us back to September, if you will. Think about what it was like when everybody got their instrument, and it was shiny and new, and they learned how to put it together without breaking it, learned how to hold it, how to put the buttons down, and then finally, they got to do the one thing they've been wanting to do for so long, and that's play their first note. And it sounded like this. Actually, that's music to a band director's ear because that's enthusiasm and that's promise. And with a little bit of practice, a little bit of effort, we sounded like this. Okay, just get that good. So now we learn four notes. Horns are 4-count notes, and we learn a couple different note names. And one of the first songs we learned is called Mix 'Em Up. So then, this would have been probably late September, still during football season. So we talked a lot about marching band, and we wanted to kind of emulate that sound. So we learned about parade sound, and we learned a song called Band on Parade. So then, after that, we learned to put notes together in sequence without stopping in between. That's a big step for a band. So we learned 2 notes in a row, and they learned something called a breath mark, which means to take a nice deep breath and to play the second note. And this is a song called Side by Side. So then, it's interesting because some of the songs may sound simple, but there's lots of different decisions that they have to make physically and mentally to make that sound happen. Which button to push down? How long is the note? What's the tone supposed to be like? How tight or loose is my embouchure in one position? How am I holding my instrument? And then the whole idea of reading music left to right is like reading hieroglyphics, kind of. So it's a lot. They did really well with that one. Then we learned about half notes. And half notes are 2-count notes, and so it opens up a new realm of possibility for songs. This is called half the breath. the last piece of the puzzle at this age is quarter notes, and quarter notes are one-beat notes. And so we learned a song called Quarters Worth. Just like when they're learning to read when they're young, every time they add a word, they can read more and more books. Same thing here. Now we have half notes, whole notes, quarter notes. So now we can play our first real song that maybe you've heard of. And this one is Hot Cross Buns. I'd like to welcome to the stage Mr. Lee. He's our other director here at the junior high.
Good evening. Wonderful to be here. Just a little bit about myself. I'm actually the band director at the high school. That's kind of my main job within the district, but I also have the wonderful opportunity to come over here in the afternoons and work with all these wonderful students that you see on the stage. So the next song that we're going to do kind of introduce our students to rock music, because we like to talk a lot about different styles of music in the 6th grade, you know. So we're going to be doing a song called Quarter Note Rock. As our students flip over the music to the back side of the page, we're going to move into some other types of music from around the world. So, we'll talk about this world music piece a little bit. And one style of music that we explored was actually Spanish music. So, this next song is called El Toro, which means the bull, and it has a little bit of a Spanish flair to it. We hope you enjoy it. Next song on our program is actually one of the scariest songs that we can all learn. We talk a little bit about movie music. This one might sound like something a little bit out of a movie, so see if you kind of can figure out what movie it might be kind of referencing here. Go for it. Right, our next song is serving as a little bit of an introduction to jazz for our students. It's called Woodchopper's Ball. That's got a bluesy sound to it, and it gives our students the opportunity to explore some new rhythmic patterns. We generally call it sort of a danger measure, because they really have to think about it in order not to play sort of off the beat. So, yeah, we hope you enjoy it. The next tune on the program set that you may be hearing is something that you all may recognize. It's sort of a nursery rhyme or something that some of the students may have sang in elementary school. Now they have the opportunity to learn it on their instruments. This one is Mary Had a Little Lamb. So we do something really cool with the next tune. So that tune you just heard, Mary Had a Little Lamb. We actually have a cool sort of like variation of it. Kind of switches some of the rhythms around for some of the students. They have to think about maybe how they play on beat 2 instead of beat 1 in some places, or how maybe some of the things shift around. So we hope you enjoyed this cool rendition called Mary Had a Cool Lamb. At this time, I would like to turn it back over to Mr. Ross to finish out the program.
So we thought we'd end our concert with a couple kind of holiday songs, not necessarily Christmas songs. This first one is not really a Christmas song, but it's really popular this time of year because it's just a very positive time of year. And this is called Ode to Joy by Ludwig van Beethoven. Then we have a song called Good King Wenceslas, which is a 300-year-old English carol, which also has a repeat sign. So I've got to teach the students about repeat signs. from the very first note to now. That's amazing. That's why I love being in the band. That's why I love teaching band, is you kind of prove to yourself that you're getting better. And in just a few short months, we're playing 2 full pages of music. So I'm really proud of the progress. And we have one more little surprise for you tonight. But before so, I'd like to just say, on behalf of all of us here at the junior high, have a wonderful and safe holiday season if we don't see you. And thank you for entrusting us to your children. They're doing so well in the band class, and I hope they're having fun with it. We're going to end with a little thing that we call Let's Go Band. Good evening, everyone. I'm Todd Ross. I'm the very proud director of this fine group behind me. This is our 7th and 8th grade group. We have almost 100 students that are going to be filling this auditorium with great sounds. We have a lot of music, as you can probably see from the program. And I'd like to actually, this is a very student-led group. And so I'm just going to say welcome, and I'm going to invite the students to introduce each song. So without further ado.
We worked really hard on the work song, and I'm excited to share it with you. We hope you enjoy singing with.
Next, we feature our trumpet section with Bugler Strings. Bugler String is very well known as the theme music for the Olympic Games from its use beginning with the 1964 Summer Olympics in Tokyo. Our talented trumpet section will play the melody, and we have a special advanced trumpet part that is written exactly like our original melody.
carol from the Burgundy region in France. It was first published in 1720. The carol is told through the perspective of shepherds playing simple instruments, flutes and drums. It starts and ends softly, but crescendos wonderfully in the middle to a full, loud band melody. The song's name, Patapon, is meant to mimic the sound of the drum, and the accompanying lyric to mimics the flute. This is similar conceptually to the Carol of the Little Drummer Boy, with its chorus of purple melody.
The next song we'll perform this evening is Walk Around the Christmas Tree. This was written in 1958 by Johnny Marks. He also wrote the song Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. The piece didn't gain popularity until 1960, being at number 3 on the Billboard chart. It remains number 4 on the list of all-time best-selling holiday singles. It's a wonderfully fun piece to play and really gets you into the holiday spirit.
I'd like to invite to the stage Mr. Lee. He's the other band member. He's the director of the high school.
We hope you don't squirm when you hear this spooky piece. We learned this eerie song around Halloween, which was perfect then and is still fun to play now. It features our woodwind section with difficult melodic 8-note runs. Also listen for the ghost effects made by trumpets. We hope you enjoy Creepy Crawlies.
Our next piece is A Holly Jolly Christmas. This song was written by Johnny Marks in 1962 for the Christmas special, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and was famously performed by Burl Ives. The song has since become one of the top 25 most performed holiday songs ever written. We have fun with this arrangement since it keeps the up-tempo spirit of the original with several jazz chords.
Thank
over to Mr. Ross. Thank you.
The song was first recorded by Gene Autry in 1912 in search of another seasonal hit like the already popular Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Frosty was later adapted to other music, including a popular television special. The song's lyrics describe the adventures of Frosty, a snowman who comes to life after a group of children has a magical silk hat on his head. We have a lot of fun playing it. We're sure you will enjoy recording the noble trumpet today. We close our concert with what may be the most famous piece ever written in 1741 by George Frederick Handel. The complete work was 260 pages and was composed in only 24 days. This arrangement features every section of the band with several echoes of fugues. We're so glad that we had the opportunity to learn about and perform this iconic work.
I just want to say thank you for sharing this evening with us. You know, it just struck me that if you happen to have a 7th grader sitting on the stage, the last concert you heard would have been their 6th grade concert where they were playing like Mary Had a Little Lamb, and it sounds great. We just finished our 6th grade concert, but it's amazing to see the progress that they're in right now with this level of music. So thank you. So I just wanted to say. On behalf of all of us here at the junior high, I want to wish you a wonderful, happy, and safe holiday season. Look forward to seeing you again next year.
Thank you.